Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Space Station Zero, where we left the crew of the Acheron. They were exploring the sort of like final section of a disused lift tube after escaping from the weapon locker they were dumped into and a barracks. And they've now found kind of the edge of the space station, windows leading outside, and a disused like cargo crawler slash shuttle that's in this bay. And things are about to get crazy. So I'll show you the table, show you the mission, and we'll get this underway. So here's Dash, Angie, Smythe, Clegg, and Molson in back there, who are all, they're basically survived the crazy gas where they all turned on each other and had kind of an X-Files style outpost standoff. Clegg saved the day, rigging the gas with Angie and then going and opening the door. And Smythe basically sewed up all the bullet holes that Dash and Molson put into each other. And so we've been dumped into this bay. So here we are at the edge of the station. We've discovered looks like some kind of shuttle drone, lifting thing, yeah, the lights are coming on. Read the following before playing the challenge. This bay is as tall as it is long. The reason why is obvious upon first glance. You've made your way to a shuttle bay at the edge of the space station. There's only one ship docked, a sleek craft of a design you don't recognize. As you enter to begin your exploration of the bay, you hear the exit control panel activate and the door closes. The lights in the shuttle burst to light and its array of weapons lock on your position. Well, that's great. Set up the train as per the map, so we've already done so. We've got the shuttle basically at the end of the map here, this like crawler. Challenges and enemies. A warship, alien technology. Its ancient warship is AI controlled and seems to recognize you as foes. Even though it's trapped in the bay and can't fly, its weapon systems are still deadly. It has two sets of stats. There's a solo play and a warship in co-op play. So in solo play, it's combat 7, reaction 3, intelligence 3, 25 life. Armor 6. Equipment the warship's armed with the following weapons. It will use these weapons in order once during each turn on each of its activations. If the warship loses any of its weapons, either hacking the warship, it will use its remaining weapons in order, repeating as necessary. So first, the scatter lasers. The 3 crew members closest to the warship make a reaction 5 save. If they fail, they suffer 2 damage. Plasma cannon, weapon, energy, range, +4 combat. Then a fragmentation warhead. It is weapon, kinetic, range, +1 combat. If the target of this combat challenge test is damaged, then all crew members within 6 must make a reaction save equal to the damage inflicted. If they fail, they suffer damage equal to the amount they failed the test by. And then it has special ability Hull Shock. In each turn, the first time the warship's attacked in close combat, it makes its Hull Shock. All crew members within 3 of the warship must make a reaction save of 5. If they fail, they suffer damage equal to the amount by which they failed the test and are pushed 3 inches directly away from the warship. And then finally, hack the warship. Its computer can be hacked into if some of its systems are taken offline. A crew member within 1 inch of the warship can make an intelligence challenge 8 test. Each time this test is passed, you may choose one of the following options. Weapons offline, choose one of the warship's weapons and turn it offline. Armor down, increase its armor to 4 instead of 8. And then targeting systems. The targeting systems used with the weapons can be taken offline. It's combat 5 instead of 8. Well, it feels like, Clegg, you have a job. And then the rest of the crew is just going to try and shoot this thing to pieces. The scenario ends when the warship's out of action and our deployment is 3 inches up and 6 inches from a side. And not within, it looks like, a total of 11 inches forward. All right, Clegg and Angie are going on an adventure, and the rest of the crew's going to hunker down and try and blast this thing. Turn 1. Let's just have that adventure. So we're going to start first with Molson, and he's just going to start blasting with his heavy energy weapon. So he's got 9 dice. We're tuning the boss's weapon, by the way. And he can reroll 2 for being a soldier and 1 for being within 1 of a friend. So he's just going to roll all these dice. Its combat is 7, though. So it's pretty good at blocking stuff. And we only hit on 6s. So these 3 will get re-rolled. And we'll get nothing extra. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 successes. It's got 7 to try and block with. And it blocks 1, 2, 3. It takes no damage. 6+, you retain the initiative. We do, so the boss will now fire. His combat is 5. He has an energy weapon for 8. Tuned it for 9. So once again, chucking 9 dice. He can reroll 1 for Harmonious Society, because they're just that damn good. And again on 6s, he'll reroll one of these 1s. It's not a critical failure. And get an extra 8, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3 successes. And it's going to roll 7 dice. I'll just reroll one of these. So 1, 2, 3 successes, and just block it all. A 10 plus to retain now. We don't. All right, so it gets to activate. First, scatter lasers. The 3 corners closest to the warship must make a reaction 5. I assume we also need line of sight, so it's going to be these 3 guys. Boss's reaction 5 with 2 for his hyper scanner, so 7, and he has to get 5 successes or better. So 7 dice. He's got 1, 2, 3. He can reroll 1. 4, he doesn't get to the 5 though, so he'll take 2 damage. Puts him at 4 left. Then Molson, he's reaction soldier, which is going to be 4. He passes once, rerolls 1, twice, so he'll also take 2 damage and go to 5 left because he has 7. And then Smythe, also making a reaction test. He's reaction 4. Passes 1, 2, 3, 4, but doesn't quite get the 5. He'll take 2 as well, down to 5 remaining. 4 remaining, sorry, because he got the speed bonus. Well, that was terrifying. Now it fires its scatter gun. Plasma cannon. It's only ranged 11. And this will be the closest target, which will be Molson, so on 6s. He's in cover and has a flak suit. So it's going to get quite a few here. Actually, the more dice it rolls, the more likely it jams, actually. So it only actually hits twice, weirdly. 1, 2. And then Molson's combat 5. And he saves 3 times, 4 times. It's like a diminishing returns unless you have rerolls for rolling more dice, because you're more likely to roll double 1. You're also equally more likely to roll double 12, which cancels double 1, so I guess we'll see how it goes. So it's fire detention weapon, didn't do anything. Now the fragmentation warhead, kinetic +1 combat. This guy gets, if Molson gets damaged, then he's going to have everybody else potentially get damaged too. So 8 dice because it's +1 on 6s because of his cover. 1, 2. He's combat 5. He blocks 1. He can reroll 1 for harmonious community or society. Note 2. So he gets damaged. He'll take 1 and 4. This is to make a reaction save 1. So the boss passes and then Smythe passes. Oh no, he doesn't. Rerolling. That was a 9. No, he takes 1 damage, goes into 3. That's all its guns, because no one attacked it in close combat, so it doesn't get to retain any initiative. Everybody else just gets to go. Well, Smile's going to go first. He's going to try and, I guess, heal up the Molson. So he's going to move first, like this, get a line of fire, because that reaction does thing is horrifying, and just heal up Molson. 7 dice. He needed 6s. He got nothing. He got nothing. Then Clegg's gonna go. He's gonna walk his 4 to line of fire, and then he's gonna personal teleport over to here. And she's gonna move. She's gonna go 4, and then 4 again. Get behind cover. Turn 2. All right, well, I think Dr. Smythe goes first, and he's gonna try and heal Molson again on 7 dice, because he's an intelligence test with his medical bag. We need 6s. We get 1, 2, and we can reroll one of these dice. 2. So Molson's back up to 5. Retain on a 6. We do. Like, I need you to fix this thing up. So first things first, we're gonna get rid of a weapon. So he has to make a hack test. It's 8 on a 6+. He's gonna set it to 0. Intelligence 5, 6 because of the mini lab. So 6 dice, setting it to 0s. He gets 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Halfway there to the hack. Retain now on a 10. We do. Angie's gonna go. She's just gonna move, and go get next Clegg. Now it's on a 12. We fail. So this thing goes off. All right, well, Clegg and Angie now have to make reaction tests, but luckily they're fairly well equipped to do so. So Clegg first, he's gonna make a reaction save of 5. He's reaction 5. Gonna pass on. If I get boxcars, this will work out. He does! So 6 doubled. Actually, yeah, 8 total, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 doubled. Angie is reaction 6 goes to 8 for her scanner. +2 with her awareness to avoid damage. She's actually rolling 10 dice. Because this is an avoid damage test. She needs 5 successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's Molson. He's reaction 4. Can he succeed? No doubles there. Reroll 1. Not quite. He takes 2 more and goes down to 3. Then the super gun shoots him. Actually, sorry, it shoots Clegg. Can't move, so it just shoots him on 9 dice. Get some cover behind the wall, which is nice. But basically this thing spins around now and goes, hello, Clegg. So 11 dice on 4s. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, Clegg, you got so lucky. It's only combat 4. He blocks 2 and takes 1. 6 remaining on Clegg as the thing plugs him. And then finally the Warhead's gonna attack him too. It's only on 8 dice. And you'll have to dodge these 2 potentially if it hits. So 8 dice on 4s because of the cover. That's a critical. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3 doubled to 6. Combat 4. He'll reroll 1. Come on, block 1. We block 1. Oof. He takes 5. He's down to 1 health. Come on, Clegg. Nobody attacked in close combat, so the last thing doesn't go off. So that's going to be the crew now fighting. Come on, Molson. 9 dice with his heavy energy weapon. Hitting on 6s. Pretty good. So 1, 2, 3 miss. The 4s also miss, but let's see if we get any more. So nothing else. So it's going to be 4 total. It's combat 7. It's going to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just laughs. Then it's the boss, also on 9 dice. And it's looking for 6s. So get him, Dash. That's going to be 1, 2 successes. Reroll 1 for Harmonious Community. Just 2. 7 dice to block. Blocks 1, 2. And no damage. That's you, Smythe. Fix up Molson. Getting 6s. He gets 1 to critical, so Molson just goes all the way back to full. Ha! And that's new turn. Okay, Clegg, I need you to reduce this thing's combat. So he's got intelligence of 5, plus 1 for his medical thing, plus he can reroll 1 dice for Angie being by now. He needs 4 successes on 6s. And he gets 1. And he can reroll 1. He gets 1. That's not great. We go to 5 total. We retain on a 6. Nope. So this thing now explodes us. So a reaction 4 test for Clegg. He gets 1, 2, 3 and fails. He takes 2 damage. He's out of action. We're gonna use our survivor trait just to keep him up. And then Angie with 10 dice. Does she dodge the scatter lasers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She does. For Molson, dodges 2, can reroll 1. If he gets another 12, no. Take 2 damage, be down to 5 again. No, Doc. Keep giving him the fixes. And then once again, Clegg gets shot with the missile launcher. Challenge 8 on 4s though, because he's in cover. That's not good for Clegg. 1, 2, 3, critical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 damage. Even if he rolls all 12s, no. Clegg's out. We've lost the science man. All right, Angie, I need you to turn this thing's armor or combat down. She's intelligence 4. And we get 2 10s, and it's on a 6+, so we get 2 successes, taking it to 7 total. 1 more, and we can actually hack this thing. All right, crew. Well, we didn't get what we wanted, but we're gonna have to shoot this thing to death, still fully armored. So 9 dice again from Molson. You can reroll 3 of these. Pretty good. That's a crit, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3. It's on 6s. 4, 5, 6, 12 damage. You can reroll 2. So that's 16 damage? No, 14 damage. I reroll another one for Harmonious Culture. I do. Sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 damage. It is 7 combat. It blocks 1, 2 of them. So it takes 14 and goes to 10 health left. Holy moly. This is extremely upset about what happened to Clegg. Okay, well, that happened. Come on, boss, finish it off. This is the shooting. Do you? I mean, you're pretty close. If you get another couple of crits, you only get 1 reroll. No. 2 successes, it can try and block 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just the doc trying to medical man into Molson again for 1, 2, 3 successes, and we'll just bring all that off. New turn. All right. Well, this is turn 3 now. Angie, you're feeling kind of alone. If you get 1 success here, though, with your intelligence test, you drop this thing's armor to 4, or combat to 4, which is a huge deal. And you get the 2 successes you needed. So down you go. For Banana's reaction, she's just gonna stand there and keep soaking the scatter lasers, I think. On a 6 though, we could retain. We do. All right, Molson, maybe you can kill this thing now. 9 dice. It's only combat 4 to try and block it. On 6s again. We get 1. We can reroll 3 of these. We get 2. Combat 4 to block it. It blocks nothing. Down to 8 remaining. I made a big difference. All right, retaining on a 10 now. The boss. We don't. It will be significantly less dangerous, but first the lasers still go off for 2 damage each. So Angie's the closest. She's got a dodge and a reaction of 10 against these hazards. She gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's fine. Molson's got 4 to try and get 5, which means he has to crit. He doesn't. Takes 2 damage. Goes back to 5 health. And then the boss is reaction 5. He will probably take the 2 damage. He could reroll 1 of these and get another 12. Nope. So he's going to take 2 and go down to 2 remaining. All right, the super laser into Angie, but it's only combat 4 now. So it's going to be 8 dice. Better than 11. She's not in cover, so everything 3. And then she's combat 4. And she can reroll a 1. She blocks 3. She's fine. And the missile launcher also into her. So it's going to be +1, so 5 dice. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. She'll try and dodge again. And she'll dodge 1, 2, reroll the 1, 2. So she'll take 2 damage. She's got 5 left. And nobody fought it in close combat, so that does not go off again. So the boss with 9 dice, maybe he can kill this thing now, because it only has 4 combat to block with. He's gonna get, it's still armor 6 though, so 1, 2, and he can reroll single dice. 3 hits, blocking with 4 combat. It blocks 1, 2 of them. This other one goes down to 7. And the doc's gonna move back out and then try and heal Molson. You try and heal the captain, because he's gonna have to eat these scatter lasers too. And he gets 1, 2 successes. Can reroll 1 of these. 2 successes, so he'll go up to 4. Poor Clegg, not feeling great. And then it's just straight back to new turn. Turn 4, because that thing's activated. And we'll just lead with Molson. He's gonna try and finish this thing off. 9 dice from his super mega death ray. Just spraying this thing from down the hall. On 6s. 1, 2, 3. And then we get to reroll 3 of these. 2 for being a soldier, 1 for harmonious community. Nope. 4 combat, try and block it. It blocks 1, 2, so it takes 1 more, down to 6. We retain the initiative for Dash. We don't. All right, scatter lasers. First on Angie. She's got a reaction of 10 against this because of her hyper scanner and awareness and stuff. Reroll 1. She gets 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. So she takes 2 damage. She's down to 3 left. Oh, she didn't dodge enough. For Molson, he's got his 4 dice to try and dodge. He'll take 2 damage again, get down to 3. For the boss, he's reaction 5. Only blocks 2, so he'll take 2 more. Right, the big scatter laser on 8 dice into Angie. It gets 1, she's in the open, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, 6 successes. Combat 4. She blocks 4, takes 2 more, down to 1. And then just the missile launcher into her. It's only got 5 dice. Gets 3, and she gets to block with 4. She gets 1, 2, and she can't reroll any of these. She takes her last point. She's out 2. Fanji and Clegg are both down. This isn't good. It's got 6 health left. All right, the captain gets to go now, because again, no one fought it in close combat, so the hull doesn't react. That's going to be 9 dice, rerolling 1 because of Harmonious. Got to rescue these folks. This might be it. It's on 6s. We'll reroll the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. Won't kill it, but it's close. It blocks 3, takes 2 more, and it's down to 4. And Doc's just going to try and patch up, because everybody's going to have to take a reaction test again. Patch up the captain. Needing 6s. Ooh, can reroll 1. Gets 1. It's enough to keep him alive through the scatter lasers at least. Scatter lasers are going to kill us. All right. This is it. If we don't kill this thing right now, it probably kills all of us with the homing missiles and stuff. So it's up to you, Molson. Big turn, buddy. No pressure. We're gonna die if this doesn't work. 9 dice. 1, 2, 3. We get a reroll times 3 to see if we can unlock that critical. Come on, give us a 12. Nope, but it's 5 hits total. Could do it. 4 combat. Doesn't block anything. Blows up. All right. Woo! So we destroyed it. All right, set of action. The ship's weapon systems go offline as you destroy the hull of the ship. Your moment of hope, however, is cut short when a chain reaction begins throughout the hull. The back of the ship cascades into a massive explosion that rips open the side of the space station, exposing the cold emptiness of space. The air in the space station almost immediately gets drawn into the void, threatening to take you all with it. As you come off your feet and start drifting, the shield systems of the station activate, sealing the room. Your entire crew slides down the protective shields, staring out of the empty blackness of space into an unknown part of the station below. Roll a d12 and consult the table. This is a no-return challenge. We end up in a new part of the ship. 7, challenge 18. So we found ourselves with a knowledge shard right before this thing blew up. So we're going to read that on page 15, or 115, number 6. Let's see what happened, everybody. For Clegg, an 18. Recovery time. The crew member will live but may not participate in the next challenge. So basically he's out cold for the next challenge. And then for Angie, a 16, full recovery. So everybody who lived gets a point, including Clegg, although he's going to miss the next game. And the boss gets 2, taking him to 14, which means he gains a skill expertise. When your commander makes a non-combat challenge, roll an additional die. We get to read our knowledge shards. Number 6. Choose one crew member. You may increase any stat of their choice by 1. In addition, read the following text. As you fall, one of the crew members sees another alien artifact floating in the air next to them. Reaching out to grab it, they have a vision. The space station falls away. In its place, you see a beautiful alien landscape. The aliens themselves are tall and undefined, but there are no other alien species present on the planetscape. The planet's pristine, the sky a brilliant magenta, the shades of blue and 4 moons hang in this evening sky. The technology of the world is beyond understanding, but what's notable is the pristine quality of everything around it. There's not a piece of refuse within sight. No one looks ill and no sadness. Strangely, there are not many of the aliens, even though the city looks built to hold millions of individuals. The vision of the aliens even moves to the center of the city. Once again, the crew member sees an overwhelmingly bright light, and the vision abruptly ends. So to increase Angie's knowledge to combat stat to 5, so she can make use of that cool energy weapon she has. On the map, we're on a challenge 18. So having slid deeper, the crew finds themselves in a prison. Everyone having slid into a cell, basically. As they're dumped in or dragged there, maybe. Clegg is sitting this one out. He is just too badly injured from the previous game, being exploded by a warship, basically, to participate. But the rest of the crew will be evenly divided between 6 cells. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it requires a reaction challenge test 6 on a 4+ to get out. If you don't get out, though, the cell immediately fills with sleeping gas, and every turn you're in there, you have to make a life 3 challenge test or fall asleep until someone wakes you up with an action. Now, there's also 4 guard drones on the table. Everybody has to get out, and we have to defeat all the guard drones in order to actually go to the next challenge and leave this area. And we may be together, we may be separate. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going clockwise to see what cell everyone's in. So starting with the captain. He'll be in cell number 4 over here. Molson, cell number 6, which means he's up here. They locked him by himself. Then we have Angie, also in 6 with Molson. And then finally the Doctor, Smythe. He's going to be in 6 too. So the cap's all by himself. Everybody else is in here, which is a good thing because we have Angie potentially breaking this open. Now, every time we fail a test, the cell fills with sleeping gas. And if we crit fail, we break the door panel and we have to repair it before we can try and fix it again. These guys have stun sticks in melee. If we get hit and wounded by a stun stick, we get stunned, which means we can't make any move actions next activation. And our move set to 0, basically. It's just like it rattles us. Here we go, round 1. We're just going to start with Angie, and she is going to try to bust open that door. She is reaction 6 with her hyper scanner going to 8. Awareness does not apply here, I don't think, because we're not avoiding damage or spotting monsters. So just 8 dice. We need a challenge 4+. So we fail on 2s, and we need a grand total of, I think, 6 successes. Rerolling a natural 1, and she can also reroll a single dice for Harmonious Society because she's in there with the friends. Come on, super friends. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. The 2 fails, actually. So you reroll 1. If I get a 12, I pass. No, just 4 successes. All right, so that's going to fill that with sleeping gas. 6 plus, we keep going. We don't. So the bots activate. They're going to move towards us, but not be able to actually get to us. So the closest one to one of my guys will be here. On a 6 plus, they keep going. They don't have guns. Yes, they do. So he's going to go 4 and then 4 again. Start banging on the door near the boss. A 10 plus, they go again. They sure do. So this one's going to not have line of fire at anybody, so it's going to move towards the closest. Because it doesn't have a melee weapon. And then it's just going to stop at the door. And the last one on a 12, no. Everyone gets to go now, so I just need Smythe to open this door, and then Molson can just obliterate this guy, hopefully. He's reaction 4. And he can reroll one of these dice. He needs 2 successes. 1, 2 successes, that's it. He can reroll the 1 if he wants. Yep, still 2 successes, and that's going to bust open the door, so that's the 6th success. For 9 dice, not within an inch. So you can just imagine the shield comes down, this guy's like, Roger, Roger, and then he just gets space shotgunned into oblivion. So you can reroll 3 of these dice, 2 for being a soldier, 1 for being Harmonious Culture. That's 1, 2, they're not, I think they're armor 4? Yeah, they're armor 4. So 1, 2, 3, 3 successes. We can reroll 3 of these. Well, that's a crit, so 4 successes. Goes to 8 damage. Its combat's 5. It blocks 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and takes 4 damage. He's got 4 left. It's just the captain. I guess he'll start working on this. Moving over here. Intelligence 4. He gets an extra dice now because of the expertise to all these tests, though. He's gonna just YOLO it for 4. So 4 to 6, it's almost open. 6 plus, he would get to do that. He didn't, actually. So this guy would have moved first. And he would have moved, they moved 5, actually. So he would have moved 10. So 8 and then 2 more, and just been behind here. What's up, everybody? The captain would have gone, then it's your turn. Yeah. Do we just space murder everyone? I think we do. Now, Angie also has an energy weapon for 8 dice. So she's just going to lead and see if she can kill this guy. She'll move first. She's going to go 2, 4 to here. Oh, no, she's not. She wants to be within an inch of a friend. She's going to sit still and shoot. Let's see if we can bust this down first. So 8 dice, rerolling 1 of these, and rerolling a single 1 as well because of Harmonious Culture and Awareness. That's pretty great. So she can reroll 1 of these dice for Harmonious Culture. Putting on 4s here. So just 6. Combat 5. It ducks 3 of them and takes 3, so down to 1. On a 6 plus, we keep going. We do. I'll go with Smythe. He's going to back up because he doesn't want to be in melee. And then he's going to blast that guy. 6 dice with his sidearm. He can reroll 1 dice for staying next to Molson. And he needs 4s. He gets 1, 2. He'll reroll this one. Just 2. Combat to block. He only needs to do 1 here. But he blocks 2 as well. But it's a critical failure because he rolls double 1s, so he dies. Good job, Smythe. 10 plus now. Molson gets to blast that last one. He does not. Well, he's closest, so in he goes to fight Smythe. His punch fists, so his 5 combat goes to 7, and the stun sticks. So this is on 7 and it's opposed. 1, 2, it's a critical, 3, so 6 damage. The Doc's just got 4 dice, and he gets 1, 2, 3, so 3 damage to Smythe. He'll go down to 4 remaining. Uh-oh. He's stunned, so he's movement 0. Now, do they retain? They do. This guy continues banging on the wall. On a 10, do they retain? Nope. Molson's just going to step back next to Angie and blast. About 5 plus 4 dice for his ion super weapon. He does hitting on 4s here. He can reroll 3 of these. So he'll reroll 1, 2, 3. And get 1, 2, 3 successes, it looks like. 4, because armor 4. Combat 5 to jump. Blocks 1 of them and takes 3. Our robot's got 5 left. They retain. They do. So the boss gets to go. I think we just leave the door up, though, and sit here. I'd rather wait and have these guys not die. So we're just going to, I guess, move to here and get behind cover. And so this guy just moves towards him. Keeps banging on the screen. We're into round 3. Well, we'll start with Molson, I think. 9 dicing that guy in combat with Smythe because we don't want him to die. See if we hit. Reroll 3 of these. Not bad so far. And get a grand total of 2, 4, 6. 5 combat to block. Blocks 1, 2, 3. So he's going to take 3 more. Going to 2. Retain the initiative so Angie can do something on a 6. We don't. This robot fights Smythe at combat 7. Big numbers from combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Smythe's only combat 4. He gets 1. 1. So he's going to go to 0. We'll use our survival trait on the captain to keep him alive at 1. 6 plus the robots keep going. They don't. So Angie's going to shoot with 8 dice. Combat 5 plus 3 for energy weapon. And get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rerolling a natural 1 and 1 for harmonious culture. So 5 damage. 5 combat to block. Blocks 1, 2, 3. Takes 2 more and dies. We saved Smythe. 10 on a 6. We do. So the doc's going to go. He's going to heal thyself. He's going to walk first, actually. Just going 5 over to here. And he's going to work on himself with the medical kit. He's got intelligence of 6, 7 for the med bag. 6 is heal, so 1, 2. We got a 3 health left. Do they retain for the captain on a 10? Nope. So this guy's going to go. Just going to keep looking around. Then retain, they do. So he keeps looking at the boss as well. The boss is just going to hide back there. 4. Let's start with Molson. Going 4. And then going 4 again. Just going back to here, I think. Going 8 total. Walking through. Retain on a 6. No. First robot keeps trying to move, but can't. So Angie goes. Walks over to here. Retain. We do. So the doc's going to try and heal himself again on 7 dice, looking for 6s. Gets 1, 2. Can reroll 1 for harmonious culture. Just 2. Go back up to 5 health. Retain on a 10. No. So this other guy keeps trying to move towards the boss. The boss goes. He's just going to go over here and open this door. Intelligence 4 goes to 5. He needs 2 successes on 4s. He gets 1, 2, 3, and the door opens. And then it's our turn, and that's what we're counting on here. We can murder now. 5, we'll start with Molson. He's just gonna creep up 4 and start space shotgunning. Actually, do I need to do that? Yeah, I'll just reroll 2, that's fine. I'll save the 1 reroll. 9 dice with the super ion cannon. Oh my god, the 12s. Yeah, so I can reroll 2 of these. Why not? I'll reroll these 2. And get another one. So, how about them apples? That's going to be 2, 4, 6, 7, 14 damage. And they block 1. Guy ceases to exist. 10 on a 6. Molson was mad. Nope. I was going to go tase the boss. He shouldn't have moved one of these turns. It's fine. I just won't move him again this turn. Because he should have been tased last turn. He should have been a bit further back. I forgot the doc couldn't move. So he'll just move up to there this turn. Because he got tased. So, fighting in combat, these guys have 6, 7 attacks. Or 7 dice. And get 1, 2... Okay. The boss is combat 5. So just 5 combat dice in melee. And is also incredibly angry. So 2 to 10, take 8 damage and just die. He just walks in and the boss just like backhands him away and he dies. And that ends the mission. Don't mess with Dash when he's been in prison for a minute. He's hungover and grumpy, I guess, from whatever happened. So we're busted out. Everybody's, I bet, broken down the droids. Clegg gets woken up somehow and rejoins the group. We'll get experience for this mission, though.
So there you go at the end of the adventure. Man, the crew of the Acheron, led by Captain Dash, not only having to fight a inactive warship, well, that reactivated, blew up part of the hull, sucked them into space, and then landed them in space jail, where they had to then make their escape. It felt like the correct path for them, actually. So we're at another point of no return as we've slid down the energy shield into another lower, deeper level of the station. And we'll be back with more Space Station Zero coming up soon. Till then, I'm Ash. Have our gaming.
Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily. My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continuing to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.